Because if you have a bad race on the Saturday, then at least you can make it up. Mate, you tell them that. Tell Scottish Championship we need 2 races per weekend. My name's Billy MacKenzie from Scotland, and you're watching 5 Minutes with Fletch.
Yeah, so a bit of a different one today. We're actually somewhere that's not a racetrack. So let's jump straight into it. You're a 2-time MX1 British champion and a multi-time youth champion. How does that feel?
It's you know, I'm almost 40 years old now, so looking back on, you know, my achievements when, you know, I was as young as you. How old are you?
11.
Yeah, see, when I was 11, I was, you know, winning youth championships. So I had a really successful schoolboy year, and I have to give thanks to my dad for that. He was really good on the bike, just like your dad and Wobbs and everyone around here. Yeah, he always made sure my bike was the fastest and the most reliable, and I was just having so much fun when I was your age racing these youth races. So the whole youth career from the 60s, we didn't have 65s back then, there were 60s. They added 5Cs somewhere along the line. So I went 60s, 80s, 100s, 125s, and it was super fun. Like, all the schoolboy races were really fun. You know, they're always 2 days events. You met so many people.
That's the best bit about them, 2 days.
2-day events are the best way. I've been trying to tell the Scottish Championship to run two days, because they have the youths on the Saturday and then the adults on the Sunday, and I'm saying, why don't you just have them all together? We literally start from the autos and go all the way up to MX1. 2 races, and then everyone's chilled for the Saturday, and then we all get to go and do it again on Sunday.
Yeah.
Because if you have a bad race on the Saturday, then at least you can make it up. Mate, you tell them that. Tell Scottish Championship we need 2 races per weekend.
So.
And yeah, British Champion. You want to talk about the MX1 British Championship? I was one was for Kawasaki on the 450, and the other one was for Honda on the 450, and they were really successful. That's what kind of elevated my profile a little bit.
So did they not even have 80s when you were racing? Was it only 80s? Did they not even go 85s when you were racing?
No, 85s I think started around 2002 or something, and I left racing schoolboys in '99.
By 2004, I've got a DVD from 2004 MXGP. You were in one of the rounds and you finished like right behind Stefan in one of the races.
Really? In 2004?
Yeah, it was you and another guy.
He probably lapped me. I was probably behind him.
I can't remember who was it? He was a very angry Frenchman. He likes to...
Pichon?
Oh no. It wasn't Antoine Mayo, it was the other one.
2004?
Regis Egei there, guy.
Alright.
You were racing each other. I think you just picked him.
Was I on a 250 or a 450?
It was 2004, so you could have been on the 250.
But I made a jump up to the 450 for the last half of 2004. So basically, I was doing pretty rubbish on the 250 because I was a bit big and slow, and so we decided to go on the 450 for I think the last 2 or 3 rounds. Mm-hmm. And so maybe I was behind Stefan in the 450. It was my first race was in Namur on the MX1 bike, 450 in Grand Prix. So
I want to say it was like.
Was it British Championship or it was MXGP?
Yeah, it wasn't sandy like anymore. It wasn't like a fox hill. It was more. How would you describe it?
So MXGP 2004, last few rounds. It was Namur, Gildorf. I might have even went. No, it wasn't Sun City. Was it South Africa?
Sun City was the final round.
Was it? Yeah, South Africa.
Yeah. What was the second one you said again?
Gildorf in Germany. But that was like a hard packy sort of muddy track.
Yeah, that was it then.
Yeah, cool.
So it was in Geldorf.
Yeah, I had a good race there. I got a good start, and I was right behind. I was in the top 5, and I was the first non-factory bike because I just had a standard Yamaha. Because I was the young guy, I was in with Smets, Pichon, Everts, Ramon, and then there was me. You know, I was like, whoa, like top 6 on my one of my first rides on the 450. I really liked the 450. I should never have went back to MX2. If I could do that all again, 2004 I'd just go straight to MX1 and race Everts.
So all of these big names back then, and then you, not many people had heard of you at that point, unless you were in schoolboys. So they're just like, and the commentator was like, Billy MacKenzie and a flyer?
Yeah, is that what he said?
And I'm like, I know him very well.
Yeah, you're in amongst it all now, Fletch. You've got the keys to the whole game.
What was different in Japan? Were the tracks different? Was the mud different?
It was like a clay type base, but it had a good amount of water through it, so it didn't really go hard pack. And I'm pretty sure they mixed a load of mulch in with it so that it kept, like the sort of wood bark stuff. So it kept its moisture. And I'm not sure why. I mean, the secret is, like I told you this morning, like the actual secret for Japan, which I've told a few people now, is basically I woke up early. I had jet lag, so I was waking up at like 2 or 3 in the morning, wide awake, and just relaxing for the whole morning. I did nothing. I was just playing on my computer, and I was just waiting for McDonald's to open, to be honest, because at the time I didn't know that I liked Japanese food. Now Japanese food's like one of my favourite foods, but at the time I didn't really know much about it, so I had to just go with the safe option. I'm like, well, at least if McDonald's is open, I know that I'll enjoy it and I get some food in my belly. But basically, by the time the race rolled round, I was so awake, because usually me and my friends would play like five-a-side football at night from like 8 o'clock till 9 o'clock, and it was just probably my most energetic period of the day. So I think with the time when I got to Japan, and by the time I woke up and then the race came, I was just like in the zone, and I wasn't tired. I wasn't sort of slouchy from the morning or I'd had a whole day just chilling, and then it was like we were racing at night. So it's almost like how the Supercross guys do it,
So is that like your main advice?
Yeah, wake up early. If you want to do well, wake up early. But 2 or 3 in the morning, you might.
Also, is it go to bed a bit earlier, or?
Yeah, if you can. See, I could never get to sleep, or I could never.
I can't either.
No, I know. It's like I needed to tire myself out. That's why sometimes when we're playing football that late at night, you'd come home and you'd get to sleep before like midnight, But hey, listen, if I could have got to bed earlier and woke up earlier, could have been world champion maybe. I don't know. If based it on my Japan results, if I was that dominant in Japan just by having a good sleep, then who knows what could have happened.
What was different about your diet then in Japan? Because obviously a lot of riders, they try and eat healthy while they're racing.
No, look, I was still eating healthy in Japan. Like, I only ate McDonald's because it was the only thing that was open, and I was really hungry. So that was like just my starter meal, just something to put in my body. But when I got to the race, the Italian chef there, who used to come with the Grand Prix, he used to always make pasta for everyone because it was the flyaway race. So he would always be cooking stuff. So what I used to do is I used to give him some rice pasta, because I find it hard, my body finds it hard to digest real pasta. So I would give him rice pasta, and he'd make me like a cool little like pasta dish, and I'd scran that before the race, and that would give me the energy to get through the motos. But I swear, actually, Fletch, now that I'm mentioning it, there was a time after the first moto, I think it was 06, I was really tired. Like, I'd sweated so much, it was really humid, and I was like a bit dizzy, and I told my team manager, I was like, man, I'm not like feeling too well. So we went to the medical place, and basically just gave me an energy drink. That was it, like an Aquarius. It's like a Lucozade. It wasn't a fizzy one, but it's just because I didn't have like any electrolytes in my system because I'd sweated them all out. So I necked that, and then I think I went and won the next race. So I was pretty happy with that.
So that's Japan's method when a rider comes in feeling very lightheaded. Give them an energy drink.
Yeah.
Time to get down on your way.
Not a fizzy energy drink though. Not a Monster or a Rockstar or none of these like sugary ones. It was like it was called an Aquarius. You get them in Europe. It was basically like a flat Lucozade, and it did work. But just drink this now. This is the best stuff. I just drink straight up active water every day, all day. You can get this all around the UK supermarkets.